X, and I am back. It's been a long time, guys, about 2 years to be exact, and it feels great to be back making more videos for you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. Today, I'm going to be telling you which movies will be worth seeing in 2015. First off, I'm going with Jurassic World. I'm a huge fan of the series. It's about time for another one. I didn't care for Jurassic Park 3 too much, but the fact that you have the park is open and you have Star-Lord freaking taming raptors. I mean, you can't really tame raptors, but the fact that he did it is freaking awesome. I mean, you see him ride into the jungle with raptors following him. It can't get any more epic than that. Definitely a worth see this summer. Next up, of course, Avengers Age of Ultron. We all know it's leading up to the Civil War, which should be about 2017, they're saying. Maybe 2018, because they're still working out they're still working on getting Spider-Man in the series. I mean, obviously, Sony has no idea what they're doing with the Spider-Man series. They've already screwed up twice. I mean, I think they should just either sell their rights to Disney or work out some kind of agreement, because honestly, we want to see Spider-Man in the Avengers. Next up is going to be Ant-Man. Ant-Man comes out this July. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about Paul Rudd being the Ant-Man, but you know what? I'm open to it. Paul Rudd's a good actor. And it's Marvel. You had to watch a Marvel film. Depending on, which studio owns it. Whether it be Sony, Disney, or Fox. I mean, I don't care. It's Marvel. But as for the movie itself, I never read the Ant-Man strip, so I'm kind of not into what Ant-Man's all about, but it's clearly worth seeing. Alright, next up is going to be Star Wars Episode 7. Yes, you knew it was coming. I'm a huge fan of J.J. Abrams. Star Trek Into Darkness were two phenomenal films. He's a very well-known director, and he does great work. Not to mention the new freaking lightsaber looks awesome. Although it looks more like a torch than a lightsaber, but we'll see about that. And the fact that the original cast, well, most of the original cast, will be back in this movie. Of course, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford. I don't know why they cut out Billy D. Williams. I mean, come on, it's not Star Wars without like Lando Calrissian. But he can also be do without. Still no word if Samuel Jackson or if McGregor will be in it. I hope they will be. But that comes out end of this year, and I will be prepared for it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. You can tell by this lovely lightsaber I have over here. Alright, next up we're seeing is, I think it's Chatty, the one with Hugh Jackman. I mean, it looks like Wally got evolved and about to take over some shit. But, Hugh Jackman has not disappointed me. He's done a lot of great films with the X-Men franchise, of course. But, this new film kind of reminds me of Real Steel, because it's, you have it's scientific-y, but at the same time it's got a story behind it, so it's not just all action-packed or whatnot. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I think it's definitely worth seeing this year. Alright, next up we have Terminator Genesis. Now, personally, I'm actually glad that Arnold Schwarzenegger is back in this one, because he wasn't in the last one with Christian Bale. That was just completely terrible. I think it was Salvation or something. Whatever. Honestly, I think so. I think Genesis will be a nice twist, because it's the first Terminator movie in a while, and they need to finish up that story. I mean, I don't know how many more they're going to do afterwards, but from what I've been hearing, Genesis will be a great film to watch this summer. Next up, we have Fast 7. Again, you knew it was coming. Honestly, I'm not a huge Fast and Furious fan. I like the series. It's just the fact that I think they're just dragging it out way too much. I still think it's going to be a nice finale, and hopefully they give a tribute to Paul Walker. Paul Walker, I think, was he made that series, same with Vin Diesel. Without those two, there's no Fast and Furious series at all. Next up is the Friday the 13th. I guess it's another reboot. I mean, I'm hearing it's a sequel to the last one. It's a reboot. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, if you're a horror fan, definitely worth seeing. You can't go wrong with Jason Voorhees. That's kind of what inspired me to get this mask. Just, Anyway, that comes out later on this year, probably towards Halloween, I'm thinking. I'm also wondering... Oh, if you guys watch the Super Bowl, you know that Ted 2 is coming out. And the first Ted, which was freaking amazing. I mean, come on, it's Seth MacFarlane. He does some great work. But honestly, the Super Bowl commercial where you see him pull up, what do you call it, Tom Brady's pillow, and you see his balls just glowing like it's heaven. I mean, that's how his comedy is. Personally, I want to see it. I can't wait for it. It's a funny ass movie, and Mark Wahlberg makes it better. But from what I've been hearing, Mila Kunis is not in that series. Why, I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. Next up is Fantastic Four. I do not know how I feel about this because it's owned by Fox. Again, it's not a Disney movie. It's not a Disney Marvel film. It's not a Sony Marvel film. It's owned by Fox. Fox, basically the guys who own X-Men. I mean, don't know. I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, although the first one was great. The second one was, but the fact that it's a complete reboot has me at awe. I mean, it's a whole new set of characters. From what I've been hearing, Susan Storm and Johnny Storm aren't even related. This is all speculation. I saw the trailer for it, but it's not like grasping me to go see it. But I still think, since it's a Marvel film, it's definitely worth seeing this summer. So I think that comes out, I think June is? Oh, whatever. But it comes out, it definitely comes out this summer, so I would say go see it. Next up is Agent 47. They're bringing back the Hitman series. Now, I don't really count the one they made a couple of years ago with Timothy Olyphant. That was just completely off topic. I don't know why they made that. It's like one of those films they made, but they didn't have to. Kind of like Fat Albert. But at the same time, the way they've been doing these movies based off video games hasn't been good. I mean, Doom was terrible. Lara Croft was probably the best one they made. Resident Evil, they need to stop with that already. I mean, how many more Resident Evils can you do? Mila Djokovic is going to be like, what? Mid-30s, 40s? She'll be freaking 60 and still doing them. Just stop with the Resident Evil. Don't know how I feel about Agent 47. It looks like it's going to be better than the original, but we've seen how some reboots are. Some are just terrible, some are good. It's a hit or miss. I mean, the only reboot that I thought was great was obviously Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness. But that's my opinion. Alright, last but not least is the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I mean, I saw Part 1, not a Hunger Games fan. I mean, I watched the first one, I watched the second one, and the third one, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it is Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence is smoking. But beyond that, I don't see what a big commotion about the Mockingjay series is. Although, obviously, it's a book based on a novel, it's very popular, so I would definitely say go see it this year. I think that this series is going to be better than the Twilight series ending, but not as good as the Harry Potter series ending. So that's where I stand on Mockingjay. Alright guys, that's my opinion on the movies to see this year in 2015. Watch out for more videos from me, GamerX, because I'm doing a lot more things this year. I'm doing GamerX battles, I'm doing more discussions, I'm doing more theme videos, I'm doing tributes, I'm going to be hosting Pokemon battles. Yes, I'm going to be doing them this time. Not really going to do Xbox Live matches, because not really much to play anymore. I mean, I'm done with Call of Duty. I'm playing Destiny right now. I still play Mass Effect, of course. Everyone should see that. But for the most part, I'll probably be doing Pokemon Wi-Fi matches because they're probably the most people are playing right now, at least online. Or they get the most hype online. Alright, so that's what I have for you today. Subscribe to my channel for more info, for more videos, right here for me, GamerX or X Marks the Spot. And again, it's great to be back, guys.